they will be going back to the Philippines na walang-wala. So it is our mission to educate those OFWs, especially if you have family members abroad, please lang no, i-inform nyo sila. So ano po ba ang campaign? Of course, obvious naman po no, kung ano po yung meaning ng campaign, kampanya. So malapit na ang election, so dami-dami na po mga campaign materials, no? Pero sa atin, ang ginagawa nating campaign materials is yung Facebook post natin, yung mga YouTube vlogs natin, no? So our campaign is to educate 30 million Filipinos by year 2030. So today is 2022. So we are about 5 million na po ang na-educate natin. So I would be very happy if itong mga nag-attend sa atin tonight will also give their data no to the one who invited them so that we could include you in the campaign counter. Kasi meron kami talagang campaign counter. So we keep on encoding the names for those whom we educate, no? So kahit hindi po sila like basta't lang na ka-attend sila sa webinar namin, that would be included in the campaign. So because we're into financial education, we're also using these books. In fact, I have my one book. I'm really bringing this book, no? So I have this, pero hindi ko na lang pinamihan kay mabigat na sa bagahe, no? So I'm bringing this book kasi of course, if I am going to share this sa eroplano, of course, kung magtatanong sa akin, what is your name, saan kayo pupunta, taga saan kayo, glad that you're asking, no? I'm LC, I'm financial educator, this is what I do. So I will share agad this book, no? So I hope that nakikinig talaga kayo ha, kasi mamaya wag kayo magtanong talaga, no? So be focused. So as what you've noticed, this is really bestseller na libro. So knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is more powerful. It means to say na ano po guys, no, natuto ka ngayon pero kung hindi mo siya i-apply, wala pa din. Okay? So according to Bo Sanchez, friend, this is your ticket to upgrading your financial life. Devour it with people who need financial revolution in their life. Okay, so it means to say guys na kung meron ka mga kakilala guys na you think talaga is pwedeng turuan natin sa financial education, dalhin nyo sila dito. Okay? So I hope po na yung mga hindi nag-on ng camera, focus kayo sa screen na. I'm just hoping kasi po nag-effort talaga ako dito ha, live ito, live. No, so hindi talaga to recorded. So basta at mamaya hindi makaintindi talaga kayo talaga mababayad talaga kayo, no? So that's it. So according to our President Duterte, there should be mandatory financial education, especially sa mga migrant families, and that shall be pursued along with incentives to encourage entrepreneurship. So, nakikita din ni Duterte na kapag nag-iipon ka, hindi ka maging dukha. Pero if you're so spender na wala na ka namang enough na kita, magiging dukha ka. So, walang nagiging dukha kung ikaw ay nag-iipon. That's the point there. Okay? So, ma'am, kasi kailangan po ma'am na meron tayo example, mag-share kami sa DepEd, no? Sabihin agad ng mga principal, disclaimer if merong mga teachers dito, ay hindi kami mag-accommodate ng ganyan-ganyan dito sa school namin kasi mahihinder yung mga class namin, class hours namin. Kasi of course, di man nila alam na principal din ako, no? At president. So, masasabi ko, ang arte-arte naman ito, no? Hindi talaga mag-a-accommodate because they don't know what we're doing. So, meron na tayong RA ngayon o Republic Act. So, Republic Act 10679 and 10922 mandate to teach financial literacy to students. So, kung meron kayong mga pamangkin na bata pa, unti-unti, no, i-train nyo sila to save and invest, no? Bakit po? Kasi minsan, magpapabili ng regalo sa December, tapos nasisira lang naman yung regalo na yon, no? So, instead, ituturuan natin. At yung mga guro din, ang dami-daming utang, no? Kasi they don't really know kung paano talaga mag-manage ng finances at makukulangan sila sa kanilang sahod. Bakit nakukulangan? They don't know how to diversify their money or else increase their cash flow. Paano po increase yung cash flow natin? Kailangan we should maximize our time. Like, di ba, we have 24 hours a day. Okay? Listen to me very carefully. This is what I have learned in the first training which I have attended. There is 24 hours in a day and you work for 8 hours. So it means to say that there is a free time for 16 hours. The question is, during the 16 hours, are you productive? No? Minamaximize mo ba yung 16 hours na free mo? Or another thing, Saturday and Sunday is a free day. Kasi, di ba, kadalasan mamamahinga yung tao. So the reason why people are poor, because they only work 8 hours a day and 16 hours no work. So no work, no pay, no? But if you know na you can have the money work for you for 16 hours na namamahinga ka, and then you just work for 8 hours, na yung 16 hours na namamahinga ka, meron kang perang nagtatrabaho para sa'yo, then you will become wealthy still, no? Okay. So, according to Bill Gates, you already know that Bill Gates is one of the richest man in the world. If you're born poor, it's not your mistake, but if you die poor, it's your mistake. So, hindi ko na lang i-narrate dito how poor we are in our family because matatagalan tayo, maaabutan tayo ng bukas, no? It's just that I was really working hard, learn, and work, no? Ganyan, save, and invest, no? So, ganyan lang po ang ginagawa ko for how many years. So, I started IMG when I was 31, and right now, I'm 37. So, kayo, mag-hang-on kayo, no? So, wag kayo mag-quit. Baka nag-join kayo, tapos nag-own kayo ng savings program, tapos nag-quit. No, wag naman. So, join, own, i-share nyo din para at least madami kayong mai-inform about our literacy. So, ano po basically ang maitutulong ng IMG sa atin? So, our company will help us move from the right or from the left to the right side of the cash flow quadrant. Tingnan niyo po ang isang employee. Sabi ko, hala, totoo talaga to. When I was an employee, napapagod ako. I arrived home na very tired kasi I have 3 jobs. Minsan, 2:00 na ako ng umaga, makauwi sa bahay, nakatulog na yung anak ko. Tapos, ako naman, natutulog na hindi naman nakabihis, no? Bukas na naman nagbihis, no? So, in IMG, kahit employee ka, you have the chance to own a system and people will work for you by owning a business. At the same time, you will have a chance to become investor, no? And at the same time, if you're self-employed, no? If you're self-employed, you will also become business owner at the same time, investor, okay? So, saan niyo po gusto dyan? Will you remain employee? Gusto mo bang maging employee dito na habang buhay ka, parang hinuhook yung time mo? Or will you become lifetime self-employed na napapagod ka tapos yung pinaghirapan mo walang nangyayari? No, so you come to think about it today. No, so ano na po ang gusto mong mangyari sa buhay mo? So bakit po tayo nangangailangan ng financial education? So why do we need financial education? Bakit nga ba? So if you have answer, bakit kayo nag-need ng financial education? So we need financial education because dami-dami mga tao, klase-klase from different walks of life, hindi alam kung paano mag-ipon. Nagtatrabaho ng how many years? 20 to 30 years, but they retire without savings. Bakit po? Bakit sila mag-i-invest? Wala naman silang alam kung saan mag-invest, paano tamang pag-iipon, no? And if only people save 100,000 in the first 5 years of their work life, they can retire at the age 60 and be secure with more than 6 million. No, imagine kung 100,000 lang daw ang iipunin, tapos hayaan na yan for how many years, that will become 6 million. So, ilang 100,000 na ba ang dumadaan sa mga kamay natin na walang nangyayari? So, Filipinos are the only people in the world with 13-month pay. So, my question is, ano po ang ginagawa ninyo sa 13-month pay ninyo? So, ang sa akin po, hindi ko pa nagagastos. Charit lang. Charis. No, so dapat we need to, talaga, what are we going to do with the 13-month pay? Kailangan natin yan but guys, no, I will tell you, honestly, for 11 years of teaching, wala din nangyayari sa bonus ko. Oy, ginagastos, hindi pa dumadating, ginagastos ko na. So, di alam ang tama. That's why we need to really become financially educated. So, paghanda natin ang uncertain labor market kasi we don't know kailan tayo mawawalan ng trabaho. Okay? Because of automation, mawawalan ng trabaho yung mga tao. Because of globalization, mawawalan ng trabaho yung mga tao. Manufacturing jobs are moving overseas to cut costs. Number 2, we we want people to avoid these obstacles ahead. Number two, which is to retire without enough savings. No? With high debt pa. No, walang enough na ipon, tapos ang dami-daming utang. We don't want the people in the Philippines to become part of the 40% na senior citizen who are dependent on children. We don't also like to become part of the 20% abandoned and left in the home for the aged. And we don't like to be part of the 30% forced to continue working because when we retire, dapat retire na talaga. O, di ba? And of course, relying on pension na 8% pero nakasangla din yung ATM and financially independent, 2%, dito tayo gusto sa financially independent. Now, the goal of IMG is to change or to shift, no? Gawin nating 40% itong financially independent na mga Filipino people and gawin nating 2% yung dependent on children. So, paano po? Kailangan natin educate talaga, no? Kahit bata pa, kailangan nating inform sila. Okay? So, number 3, high cost of education. Ito po yung mga isa din sa mga challenges na anong tawag niyan? Challenges na ma-experience ng mga tao, especially parents, the high cost of education. It means to say na kung hindi tayo naghahanda, tapos ang laki-laki baya ng ng tuition fee ngayon sa Bacar. Ang laki-laki baya ng tuition fee, no? So it means to say na kung hindi ka maghanda, so hindi mo maibigay sa anak mo yung magandang education, no? So while early, kailangan natin maghanda. Kasi ayaw natin na pagdating ng college ng ating mga anak, they will experience student loan, mangungutang para sa education ng kanilang anak. Number 4, we also like us or you to avoid this challenge, which is the inflation. Alam naman natin na inflation is ang pagbaba ng purchasing power ng pera mo at ang pagtaas ng presyo ng mga bilihin. That is the case, no? Bumababa ang purchasing power ng pera mo kasi tumataas yung presyo ng mga bilihin. It means to say, guys, na ang 20,000 pesos mo ngayon, ang value niyan after 10 years, 20 years, which you are going to retire na, hindi na po yan ang talagang actual value niya. So, kailangan pala natin na lakihan natin yung retirement natin. Okay, this is the formula. How much is your annual income today? That must be times 10 or times 20, and that should be your retirement money. So imagine, kailangan pala natin talagang mag-work hard, no? Kasi we wanted to prepare for our retirement. Okay? So with financial literacy, there is still hope. You must control your future, no? Become your own money manager. Understand how money works. Okay. I-synthesize ko na lang. Letting your money work for you simply is letting your money earn an interest while you sleep. Habang natutulog ka, meron kang perang nagtatrabaho para sa'yo. In what way nagtatrabaho si pera? Not literal nagtatrabaho, kundi yung nag-earn siya ng interest. So good thing, in IMG, we are taught how to save and invest. So this evening, you will learn how to save and invest. No? Kasi if you're just going to save your money and not invest it, hindi po siya nagtatrabaho. No? So, wag mong hayaan na ikaw yung magtatrabaho sa pera hanggang pag-retire mo, hanggang mamamatay tayo. No? So, kailangan natin mamahinga din. So, if you want to be financially literate, if you want to be wealthy, you need to be financially literate. According to Robert Kiyosaki, the author of The Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Okay. So, simple steps in wealth building. No? Number 1, ano ba talagang gusto mo sa buhay? Okay? So, guys, may I ask, no? You can also answer me in the chat box. This year 2022 ba? So ngayon kasi 2022 naman siya. Have you set your goals already? Tapos ka na po ba na nagsiset ng goal, no? So, sinusulat mo na ba yung goals mo? No? Ano bang gusto mo mangyari sa 2022? Ako po, meron na po akong nasimulan sa 2022, no? So, but talagang nag-wish ako na kami si Jessan ay magiging CEO this year, ako ay magiging EVC, tapos si Jessan ay at least makapag-earn ng 300,000 or 400,000 this year because of IMG. Ako naman, I can get like 2.5 million or 5 million, no? Ganyan lang, no? Mangarap ka ng malaki kasi walang bayad yung pangarap, no? So, in creating a financial strategy, number one, kailangan i-increase natin cash flow natin. But while we are working to increase our cash flow, kasi ano yan, marami ka ng racket niyan, part-time, kasi increasing cash flow ka, di ba? You need to protect your responsibility. No? Kasi nagtatrabaho ka, what if merong mangyayari sa inyo? What will happen to the people who are relying on you? So dapat i-protect mo yun. No? Kasi naman, of course, bata pa tayo. Number 3 naman, little by little, we should manage our debts. No? Number 4 naman, kailangan meron tayong emergency fund. No? And kailangan meron tayong investment. That's a very simple step. No? Increase your cash flow, you must understand protection, manage your debts, create emergency fund. Ang emergency fund is 3 to 6 months of your salary na hindi mo gagalawin. At yung investment mo should be in of two kinds, solid or liquid. Solid, yung mga bank book mo, yung mga shares of stocks mo. Solid naman yung mga real properties like condominium, lote, no? Yun ang mga solid. And don't forget, ikaw dapat yung manager ng pera mo. So nakapag-set ka na ng goals. After ka na mag-set ng goals, kailangan mo din maggawa ng action. What will you do? No? So if you keep on attending our classes, guys, talagang matututo kayo sa akin, no? Matututo kayo kay Miss Jessan kasi Miss Jessan is already like magto 2 years na po yan si Miss Jessan dito, but hindi ko nakita na meron siyang idea to quit, no? In fact, wala ako siyang papalit sa akin, no? She's that active talaga. Why? Because when I was in Manila, we met. When I was in Mindanao, we met. So parang nakikita na kami in personal, so medyo naduduplicate na din siya. So this is what you're going to do. So you must have this order of priority, no? So wag mong baliktarin na mag-una ka sa investment sa bahay, bibili ka ng lupa, pero marami ka pang utang, wala kang protection, wala kang healthcare. Mali. Kasi gaano man kaganda ang bahay mo, gaano man kadami yung lupa mo, kung magkakasakit yung pamilya mo, lahat yan mauubos. Lahat ng investment mo, solid liquid, mauubos. Pero kung unahin mo muna yung healthcare, kasi kapag may magkasakit, it means to say na you are to sell your properties. So you need to make sure na build yung solid financial foundation mo properly, no? So we should think about, ikaw ka join. Okay. So that's it, no? So eliminate debts kasi useless po yung investment mo kapag malaki yung interest mo sa useless po yung investment mo kapag malaki yung interest mo sa utang mo, no? So that's it, guys. So this is the reason why we need to build our solid financial foundation. Una, health is wealth, no? So kung hindi mo i-prioritize yung hindi mo i-prioritize yung anong tawag niyan, healthcare mo at mag-get, wala nang mabita. Protect family while building wealth. Ang purpose ng life insurance is for your family. So basic example basic lang. Ako ay breadwinner. So lahat ng mga kapatid ko nag-rely sa akin, yung anak ko nag-rely sa akin. If mamamatay ako, ano mangyari sa kanila? So that's the basic purpose of insurance. Na kapag nawawala ako, may mag-replace sa income ko to them. So secure na sila. So I will die smiling. Kasi prepared na, di ba? So next is managing debts, no? You need to manage your debt. Use the roll-up method. So ano yung roll-up method? Kung ano yung pinakamalaki yung interest, yun ang unahin mo sa pagbayad. Or kung ano man yung pinakamaliit na amount, yun ang unahin mo. Para little by little, nauubos yung utang mo. And I'm not telling you na bukas mauubos mo na. Give yourselves 2 to 5 years building solid financial foundation. Okay? So that's it. Emergency fund is a fund na ma-prevent mo yung long-term investment mo from put and take, no? So maglagay ka ng investment, kunin mo naman, lagay ka ng investment, kunin mo naman, kasi wala kang emergency fund. Okay, I'll skip that. So let's go back to, let's go here pay later, zero down payment, no? So kanang maraming sale, oh, di ba? Nakita ka ng maraming sale, doon ka agad, no? H&M kayo nagsisale, Jessa ng H&M nagsisale, pulang-pula. sa, sa loob ng store, pulang-pula, no? So, may entice talaga yung tao kapag ganyan. So, iwasan natin because kahit po zero down payment, utang pa din yan, no? So, next is, I will teach you about compounding interest, no? I will teach you about compounding interest. So, gamitin natin yung rule of 72. If you want to save money and invest money, you need to understand na kailangan merong tubo ang pera mo. But, you need to learn kailan tutubo or duduble. So, 72 divided by the interest rate is equal to the number of years that your money will double. So, anong ibig sabihin yan? Kung naglagay ka ng 1% ng 10,000 sa bank at binigyan ka ni bank ng 1%, 72 divided by 1%, it means 72 years pa siya magdudoble. Okay? So, ganito lang kasimple. So, I will give you this column. So, as what you've noticed, guys, 29 years old ang lahat ng mga age ng mga investors at they have saved 100,000 each. Hindi nila dinadagdagan, pero nakikita natin dyan kung kailan po nadodoble yung pera because of the formula na rule of 72. So, sa 4% sa first column, 18 years siya magdodoble. Therefore, 29 years old plus 18 equals 47 years old, nagdodoble yung pera niya. Diba? Now, after 65 years old, naging 400,000 yung kanyang 200,000, no? So, sa 8% naman, 29 pa rin si investor nagsimula, 100,000. Kasi 9 years lang magdodoble ng pera niya. 29 plus 9, 38 years old, nagdouble. Plus 9 again, 47, 56, 65. Pagdating niya ng 65, 1.6 million. So, di ba no, ang laki-laki ng difference, 400,000 to 1.6 million. 1.2 ang difference ng 4 and 8%. 1.2 million. Tapos, dito sa 6.4 million, nangyayari to kasi 12% yung pinaglagyan ni investor 3. So, 12%, of course, every 6 years lang siya magdodoble. So, kasi every 6 years lang siya nagdodoble, it means to say na mabilis ang pagdoble ng kanyang pera. No? It means to say, guys, na ito lang yung very basic na concept. Place your money in a very good interest rate that it can beat the inflation and tax. Diba? Dapat matutunan mo kung saan mo ilalagay yung pera mo na may malaking interest na pwedeng mag-overcome doon sa or mag-beat doon sa inflation and tax. So saan? Ang advice namin dito sa mutual funds. And you know what, guys? This is now the time for the people to learn what is investment and what is savings, no? Kasi kadalasan scam agad ang maiisip natin kapag investment eh. And this is the reason why andito kami. Kasi we want to educate people. So, we recommend investment in mutual funds. No, bakit po kami nag-recommend ng investment sa mutual fund? Kasi legit. And ano po yung sure po yung pera mo, okay? So, ganito lang po ang investment sa mutual fund. Ikaw ay nagbibili lang ng shares of stocks sa Jollibee, SM, Ayala. So, wag mo na isipin na deep. No, wag mo na isipin. It's just that when we talk about mutual funds, you're only buying shares of stocks dyan sa mga companies na yan, no? So, we call that blue chips companies of the Philippines, okay? So, the Jollibee, the SM, the Ayala, no, the Robinson, the PAL, the San Miguel, so they are large, legit, and stable company. That's the reason why they're called blue chips companies. Now, kapag sinasabing large, legit, and stable, of course, confident ka na hindi na siya malulugi pa. So, yung pera mo, dyan mo binibili ng shares. The moment bumibili ka ng shares dyan sa mga companies na yan, you're co-owner agad. No, but the good thing is, bakit sinasabi kong wag mo na isipin deeply? Kasi, there is fund manager who will manage your money. And yung pera mo, mali-lessen or minimize yung risk kasi yung pera mo ay dinadiversified. That money is placed or invested in a maximum 10 companies. No? 10 kumpanya ang pinaglagyan sa pera mo dyan. So liquid kasi, when you invest and you want to use your money, pwede mo siya matouch, pwede mo siya ma-withdraw. And it comes in many varieties. Ang minimum requirement lang para makapagsimula ka is 1,000 pesos. Very transparent kasi you have that strong track record. It is very safe and secured. Zero load fees, meaning to say, the moment you invest, ang buong pera mo, ini-invest talaga. Walang charges. That's the meaning of load fee. And of course, that the gains are tax exempted. So simple lang, ang pag-invest sa mutual fund, isa po itong recommendation ni IMG upang ikaw ay magkakaroon ng magandang interest sa pera mo. Nang sa ganun, when you invest in mutual funds, you're letting your money work for you kasi that money is earning an interest already. Okay? Now, yan po, dalawang klase ang stock market. Could be direct or mutual funds. Ang direct, ikaw mismo yung namimili ng kumpanya kung saan ka bibili ng shares. Ikaw din ang magbibenta. Pero sa mutual funds, maguhulog-hulog ka lang, and then hayaan mo lang si fund manager na gagawa ng buy and selling for you to earn, no, or earn profit from the money you have invested. Okay? So professional money manager sila. So wag tayong mag-alala, okay? So look at the screen, guys. So those are the companies which your 1,000 pesos is diversified. Diyan po nilalagay yung 1,000 pesos mo. Of course, you'll be very confident having those companies na nabilhan mo ng shares. It means to say, by your 1,000 pesos, you already have invested and buy shares of the top 10 companies. Okay? So, mutual funds are of three kinds: bonds, stock equity, and balance. So, ang bonds medyo low risk pero low return. Ang stock equity naman, the fund invested in variety of stocks and equities. Medyo high risk siya pero high return. Ang balance fund naman is the combination of bonds and stocks. No? So these are the companies that we are recommending: the Rockburr, Equity, Philip Asset, Sun Life, no, Atram. No? So they're the companies which are our partners in terms of investment. So as what you've noticed, si IMG hindi investment company. We are just teaching. Tapos nagkakaroon kaming partner. Yan po ang sasabi ko kanina. So sa mutual fund, those are our partners. Okay? So tingnan nyo lang, guys, no? Did you know that you can actually become a multi-millionaire if you invest 33 pesos a day or 1,000 pesos a month, no? That, after 30 years, will become, anong oras na ba? 3.5 million. Okay? So, tingnan nyo lang dyan, guys, sa wealth calculator. How much po yung ma-afford mo and kailan mo siya gamitin. After 5 years ba? 10 years? 13 years? No? 15 years? 30 years? Depende sa inyo. So by setting that time frame kung kailan mo siya gagamitin, that is already setting of your fund goal. So your fund goal is it short term or long term or medium term ba ang gusto mo? And how much do you want after this short term or medium term? Then tingnan niyo po yung monthly savings mo. Ang tingnan mo, ilagay mo sa 10 or 12% interest. So you can already have your fund goals by looking at the wealth calculator. Example ako, I started 31, I want 10 million. So I would invest this tinatawag natin na 10,000 pesos a month. So that after 20 years, pag 51 ko, magkakaroon ako ng 9.991479 million. So 10,000 dapat ang invest ko a month. Di ba? That's simple lang, no? So, long-term care naman, ito yung topic natin for tonight. No, magbigay ako ng So, dalawa ang recommendation natin ngayon, yung mutual funds at saka long-term care. So, ang long-term care natin is recommended by Kaiser International. Ma'am, bakit po kailangan magkakaroon ng long-term? Kasi there are only three things that will happen to us before death. Magkasakit tayo, no? Or mawawala na tayo agad, or mabubuhay tayo na matagal. Dalawa lang mangyari, magkasakit, mawawala tayo, or mabuhay na matagal. So if we die too soon, we will take care of your family. It will be the life insurance, instant money replacement. If you live too long, you have your income or pension. And if you get sick, you have your hospitalization. That's simple. If I die too soon, then life insurance will take care of my family. If I live too long, then I have pension within my savings. And if I'll get sick, meron akong hospitalization. Lahat yung tatlo na yan, na long-term na na needs natin, binibigay ni Kaiser. So saan ang gusto mo? Kasi 3-in-1 na eh. Life insurance, healthcare, at saka investment. Anong gusto mo? Yung pure mutual funds? O dito ka sa 3-in-1? Mutual funds, healthcare, at the same time life insurance. So ano ba si long term? So si Sharon ang ambassadors natin, DOH siya, no? Registered sa SEC, no? Merong IC registration, insurance commission, so napaka-secure, no? Kay, like the bank, PDIC man ang sasagot kapag mabankrupt. So like sa atin, meron din tayong you really need to check no kung anong needs mo. Is it the pure investment or is it the IC 3-in-1 savings program? Okay? So IC registration natin yan. So Kaiser long-term care guys is 7 years to save, 13 years to mature. What does it mean? Mag-iipon ka lang ng 7 years, tapos hayaan mo siyang tutubo ng 10%. Guaranteed ang tubo. Maximum 10% annually, minimum 3%. So there is no zero return or negative return. So sure ang talagang interest mo. Maximum of 10%, minimum of 3%. 7 years ka lang mag-iipon. So meron ka ng pang-preparation for your long-term care, for your katandaan. No? Mag-prepare ka na. Mag-prepare ka na, okay? So, that's it. 7 years to save, 13 years to mature. If you started 20, then you will be having your pension at the age 42. No? Ay, 22 pala. Then, sa example dito, 58,000 yung every year niya. So, in 7 years, meron siyang iniipon na 411,000. Pagdating ng maturity period, nakakuha siya ng 1.1 million. So, if you think after 20 years, kasya na yung 1.1 million sa'yo, then get that plan. Okay? So, what are the benefit of this long-term care? Of course, may hospitalization, allocation. Nag-iipon ka ng 58,000, binibigyan ka ng 60,000 libre. No? Meron kang annual physical exam or APE. Then, yung sakit na natural illness, automatic cover yan the moment makapagbayad ka na ng 12 months or 1 year. Now, kung something mangyayari sa plan holder na hindi pa natatapos yung 7 years, depende po sa cause ng death, depende po sa contest sa pag-i-investigate, no? So, mafu-full pay yan given yung life insurance to the family members. Na hindi na magbabayad sa beneficiaries and mag-aantay na lang sila ng maturity period, magpe-pension na si beneficiaries. So, this is win-win situation. Bakit win-win? If I die too soon, my family will get life insurance. If I live too long, meron akong pension marireceive. At the same time, meron akong hospitalization in one savings program. That is Kaiser Ultimate Health Builder Long-Term Care. Okay? So, ito po yung plan sa long-term care natin. Merong 2,647 or 26,000 per year. For the 10 years old to 40 years old, pwede siya dito, no? Pwede siya dito from 26,000 to 588. From 41 to 50 years old, pwede siya dito 35,000 to dito. Si 61 to 60 naman, pwede siya dito to dito. So, depende sa kanya. Saan magdidepende? Doon sa maturity value. So, i-count nyo lang na 7 years plus 13, 20. It means to say, itong maturity value is after 20 years. Magkano ang pera na gusto mo after 20 years? So, it's not about how much you can pay, but it's about how much you need. Bakit, guys? If you will base on how much you can able to pay today, but you're not thinking about how